Ladies and gentlemen, are any of you feeling festive yet? Well, after this video, I hope you will be, because the 2014 Payday event has been announced, and with it, the 2014 Payday Christmas Carol, which is a wonderful rendition of the 12 Days of Christmas, a little bit different to the traditional version, and if you're any sort of fan of Payday in any capacity, you'll love it. It's really entertaining, and Chains' relationship with that drill is it's so heart-wrenching. No, seriously, do check that out. Link in the description below. Of course, a link to this page will also be down there if you want to check out some of the details of the update. We don't know an awful lot, but we do know how the heist is going to go down, at least vaguely. I'm going to move on to talk about that in just a second, but if you want to stick around, or if you just come back from watching that excellent Christmas Carol, I'd like to briefly at the end of this video celebrate my big 9,000 subscriber total, which for those of you who are people of the internet will know that's a pretty important number on our on the old YouTubes.
What, 9,000?
So that of course will be celebrated in one way or another today, and then more so into the future. But ho ho ho, holy shit, Vlad is pissed. Didn't you hear? That drunken Bosnian Norwegian brother-in-law pilot of his crashed his plane like a cheap Yugoslavian rocket. Somewhere in the forest, there is a burning plane filled with Vlad's latest shipment of pure Colombian cocaine. Millions of dollars worth of snow, ready for any babushka to steal right from under our noses. Vlad won't let that happen, and you're gonna help him not let that happen. Step 1 is to save that pilot so that the pigs can't question him and find out he's connected to Vlad. Step 2 is to bring back as much coke and other valuable stuff you can find. We have to help Vlad get his White Christmas. The White Christmas heist is the second annual Overkill Christmas heist for Payday 2, and lets players help Vlad rescue his Bosnian-Norwegian brother-in-law pilot who crashed his plane carrying a large transport of pure Colombian cocaine. A loud-only heist, players are to escort the drunken pilot and make sure he gets out alive while grabbing as many valuables as they can with them. So, as I've said, this has not only just come with this really exciting preview of the heist, we also have a couple more days worth of reveals and spoils, and it looks like the update might be coming as early as Thursday, December the 4th. Usually updates do come out on a Thursday, so this does seem to correlate. But I need to very briefly talk about this. So, obviously it's called White Christmas, bit of a play on words there, seeing how we're going to be smothered with cocaine. But there's also some other things we can pick up on the heist which sound cool. Maybe some achievements going to be based around finding something other than cocaine to steal. On top of that, it seems like an escort mission, which is interesting. Escort missions don't tend to be popular, but we've seen a little bit of it previously in Payday, and some in Payday 2. For example, you do escort the van in the first day of the Hoxton breakout, and to an extent you escort Hoxton again later into the second day of the Hoxton breakout mission. It looks like they're going to be drawing on that technology, hopefully with a slightly more amusing and intelligent AI. He's apparently going to be drunken, which might explain the state of the crash, but overall it seems like it's shaping up to be a really, really enjoyable heist. Now, I know this will be coming to Steam, and I'm currently under the impression that that's the only place it's going to be going. If you know otherwise, do let me know. But if you own a Steam copy of Payday, this is definitely something to be hugely excited about moving on to the Christmas time. But that is not it for this video. I got a little something to show you guys. You guys know I love my melee weapons, don't you? As I am sure me from the future has already said, melee weapons are cool. I have spent months on this channel devoted to try and make them viable on every mission and every difficulty. Alas, to no avail. They just aren't that strong, and I know you guys would say, who wants to bring a knife to a gunfight? Well, I don't want to bring a knife, I want to bring a toothbrush, and that is exactly what this is all about. Christmas is happening, yes, I love Christmas. Christmas is great, the carol was excellent, but the real nitty gritty of this 9,000 subscriber special is stabbing men with a toothbrush. I'm sorry, it's as simple as that, and if you guys are interested in stabbing men with your toothbrush, all you're going to need are a couple of enforcer skills, being Berserker and Pumping Iron, and then the elusive skill in the Rogue perk deck, and suddenly you turn yourself into a monster. The idea is the Berserker, when you drop your health down very, very low, in fact if you just have one single slither, one hit point left, you will do up to 250% more melee damage. That makes your Toothbrush a pretty powerful toothbrush. Then if you couple that with Pumping Iron, which is going to give you 150% damage on your primary, the amount you are timesing by 5 is just increased by that much more. Those two skills work so well in conjunction with each other. Now, this is the tricky part, and this is where my testing has sort of ended. The main problem with this is you're running around with no health. On the hardest difficulties, you're basically going to get one shot by everything. However, if you have the elusive skill, and 3 of your teammates have the meat shield skill, there's a 30% differential between the enemy targeting them and targeting you. So what do I need? Well, I need 3 of you burly individuals to help me out with your tankiest Enforcer builds, carrying with you meat shield in order to assist in the testing of this build. So the idea is I run around not being seen, not being shot at, with very high dodge as it stands, stabbing people for, I'd say, around about 140 damage a swing. Very, very quickly. Surprisingly enough, a sharpened toothbrush stabs quite quickly, especially compared to a swinging of a bat. So, as such, the toothbrush, the Nova's Shank's damage, is the highest DPS you can get out of a melee weapon in the whole game. In fact, it stands up to the DPS of shotguns without overkill. The overkill skill, that is. So it's ridiculously strong. Now, yeah, there's still some huge drawbacks. There's still a chance that if you get caught on your own, you're going to get shot at. But don't forget, if you are not host, the AI is quite slow to catching on to you. So as I've already said, if you guys are interested in helping me out with this, please let me know in the comments section below. And I'm excited to give it a go, because so far it's been quite successful in testing on easier difficulties where I don't get one shot and I can regenerate my shield. I've been tearing through tasers, cloakers, basically everything with this skill build. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys are excited for the Christmas update, and thank you. I don't think I can thank you enough for dragging me to the 9,000 subscriber mark. It's quite phenomenal, and I hope you won't begrudge me this.
You know what? Fuck this drill, fuck you, fuck this song!